Going live. Let's see if we're going live. Okay, let's just see. Let's see if we're going live. Okay, let us just see if we are live. See, just bear with us a moment. Just bear with us a moment. Let's just see if we are live. I just want to check if we are live. Francois, if you can hear me, just pop us. Seems like we are live. Seems we are live. Seems that we are good to go. So let's just see. Let's just get the technicalities ready. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, winners. Maxwell Leadership Certified Coach Nick here. Welcome and thank you for joining us on this live session again. Type a 1 in the comments below if you can hear us, or a 5 if you cannot hear us. Tell us, and also in the comments, tell us where you're watching from or where you've tuned in from. Give us some hearts, give us some likes, share and share alike. Well, man, I'm so excited for tonight. As our topic, today, morning, our topic for today's teaching is what stands between you and your dreams. I just want to share a quote which might resonate with one of us or one of you that's out there watching. It is a quote by, I hope I pronounce it right, Josie Bissett. I think she's an actress. She says, she or he, dreams come a size too big so that we can grow into them. Dreams come a size too big so that we can dream into them. So, as we are the highest form of creation, we can do, be, or have anything in life. But yet so many of us struggle to live by this statement in life. So, question is, do we still dream? And if we dream, what is your dream? My dream, everybody's dream. Take a moment and think about it, guys. Take a moment and think about it. All right, welcome, Francois. And again, viewers, thank you for tuning in. What do you think could be standing in the way of so many of us' dreams? Francois, welcome.
Hello, everybody, and sorry if my signal goes away. I'm here at Lord's here in Silpert, and yeah, the Wi-Fi is on and off here between the mountains. Yeah, but what stands between you and a dream? Can only be yourself, Chris. Um, that's the me versus me term. Um, yeah, if you're not gonna believe and everything, and you're going to be the one that's going to be standing between you and yourself. And like we always say, life is about choices. And if your choice is not to follow your dream and accept challenges to bring you down, then basically it's going to be the choice that you made, that you're not going to go further with your dream.
Yes. Normally, yeah, like I think I said in a previous live that I said, our minds can be our worst or our best enemy, best friend or best enemy. Roger, I think, yeah, a dream is a funny thing. A dream is a funny thing. Out of your dream, your vision will come, and out of your vision, your goals will come.
Mm.
And yeah, we've spoken about this before. We've spoken about a couple of things, and the problem is normally we go about to what we hear, see, smell, taste, and touch. The problem is once we have a dream, I believe we are not dreaming anymore. This is why I asked the question. Um, I asked the question: do we still dream? And if we still dream, what is the dream? What drives us? We spoke about self-motivation last week. What is the thing that drives us? That drives us to achieve what we want in life. Now, I mean, when we are smaller, we have if you look at the little children, they still dream. They still dream, but for some other reason, something goes wrong in our life, and we forget about our dreams. We don't dream anymore. We don't dream anymore. And I was wondering what it is. There might be a couple of things, and as we grow up and how the things, our environment changes us. Is that one of the things that's causing us to let go of our dreams? I mean, I can still remember when I was smaller, I always had this dream to go and work for NASA. And although I'm not working for NASA, but I will share later on to you as to how I experienced my life and so far. And slowly but surely it's turning into a dream. But yes, I still have a dream. And yeah, I'll share it to you guys. But I think, Fransja, do you agree or don't you agree? And I also encourage the listeners and the viewers, maybe you guys are still not getting where I'm trying to go to is, do we think that fear of failure is one of the things that can hold us back from taking risks to pursue our dreams? Or what is your take on that, Fransja?
Yes, definitely, Chris. I agree with you 100%. They say if you're not going to take a chance, you will never know. Okay, so you have to be a chance taker. And like we always say, the like-minded people. You have to connect with like-minded people, coach, mentor, all that type of things. The same with the viewers that we might have. Some people will say, but they don't get what we're saying. Other people will stick with us and say, okay, yes, we like this type of talks and everything. It's just because it's the same like not all of us like to read books and everything, but if there is something very interesting that you actually like, that interests you, that draws your attention, then for myself, for example, I'm not the type of person that will sit with a book and read it, but if it's something that's really interesting to me, then I will take that book and I will not stop and I will just read and read and read. And say for example, koi fish. There can be a book at school that you might not want to read, but with the koi fish, I had such a big interest in the koi fish that I gathered so much info and read days and nights through to learn more about that. It's because it's something that really interests me. So I think if maybe some people, they just go in the wrong direction and they think their dream that they had is not going to be worth it, but then they want to chase another dream, and a dream that someone else's, and then all of a sudden they fail because it's not the actual dream that they wanted to do, and then they follow the steps like the other people are doing. But in the meantime, if you did it the other way, you could have achieved greater goals as you go, because not everybody's recipe is the same.
Yes. Yes. You touched on something very valid, Jeff, Fransja. As I was checking to see, and I just want to give a shout out to Puna Strydom, JJ van der Merwe, Johan van der Merwe, Cindy Harris. I cannot see who else is online. Give us a heart or give us a like. Comment below if you have. Yeah, what I cannot understand. Normally, at the age of 45, people will pursue some career, or they will follow some dream or something like that. And then at the age of 45, it's been, they've done a study. At the age of 45, it seems like there's a midlife crisis. So all of a sudden, people just changes their careers. They changes the paths that they are on, or something like that. All of a sudden, they realize, man, I've been living the wrong dream. I've been chasing the wrong dream. And again, I maybe I don't know if people are looking at the wrong picture or the right picture of their dreams. So that might also be a problem. That might also be a problem. And another thing is we spoke about setbacks, and I think setbacks and obstacles can also be one of the causes, because unexpected challenges or failures along the way will derail you off your track. Because sometimes, if we want to, like this lady said, you have to grow into the dream that you want. So again, so in other words, a dream should be a destiny. No, not a destiny. Sorry, it should not be a destiny. It should be a journey, because you grow into something. If it's a destiny, you'll reach it and then you'll stop. And the thing is, we should never stop growing. We should never stop dreaming. We should carry on, and we should also chase this thing to becoming a better person in the process while we're chasing this dream. Because nothing is guaranteed. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow will bring its own challenges, and we have to live for the moment. And the only thing that guarantees our dream for tomorrow is what we invest in ourselves today, what we do today. Does it drive us closer or help us to get closer to our dreams? No, that's the only thing that's the only thing that's guaranteed for tomorrow. If we better ourselves today, and obviously, it will drive us closer to whatever dream we are trying to pursue. I hope I explained myself in a clear way, because I start off to say it's a destiny. It's not a destiny, it's a journey. So
Yes.
What is your take on that, Francois?
Well, how many times have we said, whatever you put in today can be the result for tomorrow. So, I mean, a lot of people, they put in a lot of effort in things, and then they think, why am I doing this? But at the end of the day, the more you do today, the more experience you've picked up for tomorrow. I mean, what you've done yesterday and what you achieved today, it just becomes better. It's like driving a bicycle. Every day when you climb into a bicycle, you're just going to drive it better and better and better. And driving a car, yes, I know some people, okay, I'm not going to mention gender here, but they tend to forget signals on signals on the road and all that type of things. And by forgetting signals, they start throwing other signals on the road to other drivers. But yeah, you think you're getting better with things. Yes, because you're getting into a habit, and that habit is gonna create something else that you're gonna be better in something. So whatever you put in today can be something much greater tomorrow.
Yes, that is so true. That is so true, Francois. And again, we should also be careful of what we say and what we do, because we are always in our own, how can I put it? Normally we are in our own space. So normally we talk to ourselves. So we should be careful what we say, because words carry power. You speak things into life, or you speak it into death. So negative self-talk might be another one that's holding you back from your dreams, because internal negative dialogue can undermine the motivation and self-belief that we have. See, it will undermine the motivation and self-belief that we have, because if we normally become what we think about most of the time. So if we start to think negative, if we have this dream, if we're pursuing this dream, guys, I cannot dream for somebody else. I can only dream for myself. I can only dream for myself. I cannot dream for anybody else. But again, if I'm going to start to down talk about or get involved in negative talk, or if I down talk myself about my dream, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to enter a phase of negative thoughts. And once I go into negative thoughts, it's going to be a mess. And that's when the dream is going to die. And I'll just end up where I was the previous day. Or how can I put it? Yeah, it's a pity that people don't dream anymore. Because in Proverbs they say, people who lack vision will perish. So again, we said, to have a dream, you will have a dream, and then you form your vision, and from your vision, your goals you'll set your goals. And out of your goals, your values will come. Or maybe it's vice versa, but it all fits into one another. So again, what is that one dream? Think about it, guys. Think about it. Friends, think about it. Take a moment, write it down, think about it. There's nothing wrong to dream again. And maybe it's our society that caused us not to dream anymore. Because, I mean, when we go to school, and this happened to me, and maybe it's opposite to the other guys. When you sit in the class, I don't want to point fingers at the educational system, but normally the teacher tells you, you have to focus here because the exam is here. You know, if I used to daydream a lot in the class, and yeah, those of you that know me, I'm a vivid angler, so I was always dreaming of achieving the national colors to represent my country. I was always dreaming about something, or dreaming that I'm steering this space rocket to the moon or something like that. And then the teacher will always come on, focus here. So I don't know if you experience the same kind of thing, Francois. Hello, you're on mute, Francois.
Sorry, I'm standing outside of my room in the bush, looking at all the frogs and stuff running around. I think I expect a lot of rain coming, but there's a river next to me. And I'm walking around to search for a better signal to get closer to Wi-Fi thing is. But yeah, yes, always we had this dream. When we were small, we had the dream of being a fireman or policeman or something. I guess not a lot of us said that we want to go and work at the mines and everything. But eventually it happened like that. We worked in the plant, worked at the mines, we worked all over. But yeah, we just need to follow our dreams, and yeah, as life goes, we just we tend to people tend to grow on you as well, and you tend to learn different. How can I say it? In a scenario, yeah, people tend to
They tend
grow
to
to
rub off
you,
on you.
and you start learning other
Habits.
Yes.
And they start to challenge you. Also, sometimes they challenge you. But again, sorry for jumping in here, Francois. Again, sometimes you have the naysayers that will down talk you. They will ask you the wrong questions. They will ask you, but how are you going to do that? And that's when you start to doubt. That's when we start to doubt ourselves, to say, because once the how comes in, and then we say, like, how are we going to pursue this dream? And then the negative self-talk starts, and the lack of confidence kicks in, and then we start to doubt ourselves, and doubting oneself can prevent individuals from fully committing to our goals. Sorry for jumping in here. This is such a powerful topic that we can talk about. So there's so many things about this.
Mm.
Do you think,
Chris, can you hear me clearly? Did I break up or something?
I can hear you? Yes, I can hear you. There was a moment that you broke up, but I can hear you now.
Okay, it's like an umbrella of Wi-Fi went away and then it came back.
Okay. Now I could see that you were missing something somewhere. So then that's why I jumped in. Yeah, technology is a funny.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. No, do you think lack of resources? Do you think that some people think that they're limited, or do you think that because we have limited access to finances or education or social resources, or do you think this can hinder our progress, or do you think it can, how can I put it, put us in a between a rock and a hard place, not to follow our dreams? Do you think that's got an impact?
Well, definitely, Chris. If you look at time, so some of us have the opportunity to go through your university, and everything, and then you can go and study full time and all that type of things. But some of us have to go and work and do it part time and everything. So definitely there can be a time lapse between how fast you can do it and everything. Some just go through faster and some goes slow. Some drop out. Some have the dream to go and do that, but they don't have the opportunity to do that. And yeah. So yes, I think it can be of a big disadvantage and an advantage for some.
Yeah, no, true. And another thing which I think, um, and this might also play another big role, Francois. I think, what do you think about lack of support? Not having the supportive network or the mentorship um, to help you to stay motivated and to be focused on achieving that dream. We spoke previously. We spoke about the mastermind group, or we spoke about like-minded people. Um,
Mm.
and we spoke about the naysayers. The naysayers are the people that they are normally also dream killers. And yeah, guys, there's a story that I read. It's about Monty Roberts. His father was a horse whisperer, if you want to put it in this way. And they used to travel from city to city or town to town, and they had to write an essay and about your dream. I cannot remember the precise, but I can more or less I will share what I can remember of it. But you guys can go and read about it on in the book called Chicken Soup for the Soul, and you can even go and Google it if you want to, because everybody Googles these days. A guy's called Monty Roberts, who had a dream to have his own horse farm or horse ranch, like they put it in America. I'm not too sure what you call it. There's a specific name for this. But nevertheless, he wrote the essay in detail. I don't know how many pages it was. It's quite a long essay where he drafted out everything, the size of the stables, the amount of, not the amount, the number of horses that he wanted. And it actually even included a small sketch on the essay. And the day when they received back the essays, he got an F for this essay. And it was also written there, come and see me after class. And Monty went to the teacher and he said to the teacher, but why did you give me an F? I did everything in detail. I wrote more than what was expected. I think that I'm not too sure what was the word count that they were supposed to write it, but then the teacher told him, for a poor child like you, it is impossible to dream this dream or have this dream or to have this vision or whatever you want to call it, but actually it's a dream. And he said to him, please go and rewrite this essay. So he went home, he told his dad, what must I do? His dad said, well, son, it's up to you. You have to decide. And he decided, he took the essay and he handed it in and he said to the teacher, I'll keep my F, or you can keep your F, I'll take my essay. And some years later, the same teacher took his class or the pupils on a visit to a farm, and guess whose farm it was? A horse ranch or farm, you want to if you want to call it that way. It belonged to Mr. Monty Roberts. And in the living room of Monty Roberts, he still got the essay that is framed there to remind him of his dream that he had. And he believed in his dream. And the teachers actually came to him and he actually apologized to him. And he said to me, no, Monty, I was a dream killer at some stage. I robbed a lot of pupils from their dreams. But what I know is the opposite is also true. Sometimes there's somebody that needs to believe in us or that needs to believe in our dreams. And coming back to lack of support, not having the supportive network. If just somebody believes in your dream, then we start to believe in ourselves, because normally somebody else will first believe in us before we believe in ourselves. Like if you want to learn to ride a bicycle, the person that takes you out to teach you how to ride the bicycle believes that you can ride the bicycle, and you believe in the person that's holding onto the bicycle. So that belief then makes that dream to materialize. So this brings me back to the two bicycle mechanics, the two Wright brothers. When they had the dream to introduce the people or mankind to flight, and even their father said, no, you guys are going to burn in hell because you're dabbling with the things that are wrong. But they believed in their dream. They believed in their dream. So they went out, they built the airplane. They didn't know, when they got airborne, they didn't know how to bring it down, how to land it again. But they just believed in their dream, and they knew that they were going to do it. And guys, another thing, same with Thomas Edison. He was one of the greatest inventors, or maybe he was the best or the greatest inventor that ever walked this earth. And he believed that he believed in his dreams. And if I don't know how many of you have ever been in an airplane coming down, descending down to see, coming down in the airport. And I was sitting the other day, I was sitting in the airport when I was going back to South Africa, and it was at nighttime. And I looked out at the window and I could see all the lights. And I said, man, that was a man with a dream. He had a vision to eliminate the whole earth. And because of him, we have lights today.
Mm.
And yeah, I was reminded that Thomas Edison, when somebody asked him, but Thomas, you had so many failures in the journey that you had to try and invent this light bulb or incandescent light, whatever you want to call it. He said, no, you got it wrong. You got it wrong. I just found, maybe it's 1,000, maybe 10,000 times. There's so many things. Some people say 100, some say 10,000, some say 1,000. But nevertheless, the X amount of times, irrespective if it's 1,000, 10,000, 200, whatever the figure is. He said, I only found that many times as to how the light should not work. So he looked at it in a different way. And and guys, we need to stick to our dreams. We need to stick to our dreams. Any last thoughts from you, Francois? I intercepted the whole thing. Maybe I was just trying to make sure that you don't lose signal. Any last thoughts from you?
Well, Chris, just to draw a picture. I like to draw pictures to people, with talking to them. And say, for example, your dream is a car, but that dream needs a push. But someone else is standing there, looking at you and telling you that that dream is not going to work. But what if that person can just try to help you to push that dream to start? And then they can have some belief in you just to support you. And eventually, if that dream can push start, then you had someone that supported you. But if that person is just going to stand there one side and tell you that dream is not going to start at all, even if 10 of us are pushing it, at least if one person believed in you, you could get confidence that dream is gonna go somewhere. So yeah, you need that support of someone, and someone that can believe in you. And if no one's gonna believe in you, at the end of the day, you're gonna stand alone. You're gonna struggle. You're gonna overwork yourself, and eventually gonna give up. So uh, put that dream out there. Show people that your dream is able to start, and then someone just need to believe in you and help you to push start it. And that's just believing in you. And that is how a dream can work.
No, I agree with you because while you were saying that, hi Willem, hi Gina, hi Rita, thanks for tuning in. Gina's got two questions. What advice can you give people who have a dream and want to follow it, but because of circumstances, responsibilities, and life, they have to put the dream on hold? That's a good question. All right, the second question is, what could have been the difference between Mr. Monty, who chose to continue following his dream and get the ranch, and the many other children who chose to allow their dreams to be stolen? That's two good questions. To answer that question, one should invest in a coach, because normally the coach, okay, to come back to children, it's a different, for children, it's a bit different because they get influenced by what they hear, see, smell, taste, and touch. They normally operate on, okay, all of us have got locus of control, but we normally tend to operate on the external locus of control, what's going on the outside of us and not what's going on the inside of us. So this is where a coach will come in, or a mentor, or coach or a mentor. And if the parents are also hooked on self-development, and they also had some exposure to some sort of self-development or to some sort of coaching, they can help their children. They can help their children to change the thinking, because we have to change our thinking. If we change our thinking, we change our thoughts. And once we change our thoughts, we become what we think about most of the times. So, and because we are the highest form of creation, we've received 6 higher intellectual faculties. And one of them is the will, which is also driven by choice. So we have the choice to decide what we want to do. But we have to be made aware of these things, because we are not aware of them. Because we get formed by our environment. And I always speak about the unseen, which is the subconscious. The subconscious is the thing that wants you to grow, but it's also the thing that holds you back. And that's why we have this natural fear. And the other point that I want to make is circumstances or responsibilities that have to put their dream on hold. Sometimes I think, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right here. Sometimes we're not really clear what we want in life. And this is why I asked the question at the back. What do you really want? What do I really want in life for Chris van Eck? What do I want? Are we sure what we want in life? Because we should have a burning desire. That burning desire must be like a flame, burning, or like heating up an iron. The iron, once the iron is red, we know that the iron is very hot. But once it turns into white, it should be have that white color, that burning desire to reach your dream. Because if you're going to put your dream on the side or on hold, then it's not really a desire. It's not really the thing that drives you. And again, coming back to the choices of the children, is I think once you become sick and tired of being sick and tired, and that's the thing that's going to drive you. Again, coming back. So, get a coach to help you to understand what it is that's holding you back. Because for sure, the main problem that all of us have is we we have too many roadblocks. We have too many roadblocks that stops us, and we start to procrastinate. And then we start to put off the task or the goals, and we decide, you know what, we have some time. But guys, we only have so much time. Time is our most precious asset that we have, and we only have so many hours in a day. It's not because one guy is earning more money than the other guy's got more hours in the day. No, we all have 24 hours in the day, and it's what we do with those hours in the day. So again, all these things have got a compounding effect. Yes, fear of failure. Failure is also our survival mechanism. All these things, lack of resources, external pressure. It's all about social expectations. Something might have happened in our childhood that we stop believing in ourselves. So, yeah, if we hold back as a child or we let go of our dreams, it's never too late to start dreaming again. And that's why it's always good to get hold of a coach, speak to a coach, and yes. So, guys, if you have some sort of roadblock, if you want to find out or try to identify what is that thing that keeps on coming back, that led you to procrastinate and you let go of your dream so often, feel free. Email me at chris@positivemindset.co.za for a free 60-minute clarity call, or comment in the comments below, clarity. And also, if you watch the replay, comment replay in the comments below. And remember, guys, promise yourself, no matter how many setbacks, you will never settle for anything less than your goal, your dream, your vision. So at first, if you don't succeed, try again, try harder. Think of a better path to your goal, or to the dream that you want to achieve. And remember, there's always a way if you listen carefully. There's always a way if you listen carefully to yourself. And remember, guys, everything worthwhile is on the other side of fear. So please keep on dreaming. Never stop dreaming. So I invite you, pop me an email, comment below. I hope I questioned your 2 questions. Gina, maybe somebody else also resonated with it, with the same question. Maybe they were too shy to ask.
Chris, if I can just add to that one.
Yes, please.
Why put something on hold? And why do we always want to try to fix something that's broken? Why not take a step back, break it up into pieces? Not break it up in pieces, that's wrong. Put it into chapters, maybe. Say maybe where I can start, which part is the one that's a problem. Maybe not everything is a problem. Maybe I don't need it to pause. And maybe the problem that's there is not so great that you need to pause everything and put it on hold. But if you can't fix it in that way, go back to the start where you started and see how you can restructure it. And maybe it can work together with whatever was causing you to pause it.
Yeah, you're 100% correct. Thanks for that, Fransha. I forgot about it. How do we eat the elephant? We eat it piece by piece. So in other words, like you said, you have to break it up into smaller chunks. We can set up mini goals and go into mini goals, and see and bring it from another perspective. But never ever let go of your dream, no matter how crazy it is. Your dream should actually scare you, guys, because sometimes I think this is the problem that most of us have. We fear of failure. The fear of failure can be it can be positive and negative. What if I fail, or what if I'm too successful? No, because we have to wrap our minds around it. But yeah, to discuss the mind is a discussion for another day. The me versus me principle. We will have a teaching on that, the famous stick man, because there's an inner image that's holding us back, and that might also be the problem that's really holding us back. So that is a teaching for another day. Guys, thank you for tuning in. It was really a pleasure to have you here. Thanks, Francois. Thanks for your inputs. Guys, thank you for commenting. Thank you for your questions. Yes, I was stretched. I'm fumbling over my words. Yeah, I was stretched a bit tonight with these two powerful questions. So yeah, I'm also thinking, I also have to go and think about the two questions. Maybe I answered them correctly. Maybe I didn't answer them correctly, but I hope and I believe and I trust that you
You
guys got
broke
some
it up
nice,
in pieces.
yeah, and I hope you guys got some nice, good nuggets out of the session, and I hope you guys have got some pen and paper here. But if you didn't take enough notes, go back and watch the replay, guys. Francois, thank you for tuning in. Next week,
Thank you very
same time,
much.
same place. And comment below what you want us to have a teaching on. And how do they say? Go well, go shall. No, ciao. See you next.